Okay, so Tesco have a campaign about what is your favourite meal of all time, and the story behind it and why it's your favourite. And so, what are we going to talk about? Well, I'm going to talk about my favourite meal to cook. I mean, obviously, my favourite meal, which I have all the time, is just basically mashed potatoes with anything. But moreover than that, I tend to make curries more than anything. But I know people have curries very different to I do. For example, most people have curries where it's just like chicken in a curry sauce and then a pile of dry white rice on the side. And someone like me invented egg fried rice for that very reason. So at least there's a bit of flavour and a bit of variance in the rice, so it's not just a mountain of dry, flavourless rice. The way I do it though is you gotta have plenty of peppers, so a lot of roasted peppers in the thing and lots of onions and then just whatever else you want to throw in as veg, for a bit of a base. Then the curry sauce, obviously. So, I like a bit more spicy curry sauce than most people, but, it's got to have a bit of spice, plenty of flavour. And I also tend to put the meat on the side, so it's not actually inside the curry sauce, like you buy in the shops, because the flavour in the meat then stays outside and you can add whatever you want, bit of pork, bit of chicken, bit of steak, a bit of beef, absolutely anything you can think on the side with the curry. So it's like a nice pile of curried vegetables, and then while you're cooking that, you can have that for vegetarians as well because the meat obviously hasn't gone into the curry sauce. Now, if you're going to do it like that, I also tend to, if I'm having rice, cook the rice, then put it into the sauce so it all mixes into it. The Italian way, it's like you add the pasta to the sauce, not the sauce as a mountain splattered on top of it and everything dry and flavourless underneath. And I apply the same theories to my curries. So, if you're going to have it, you add the rice to the sauce, you add the spaghetti to the sauce, you add it all to the sauce. If you have a mashed potato, you have a mound of mashed potatoes separate, sure, because that'll just dissolve into it. And if you're going to do noodles, I prefer egg noodles, fresh egg noodles, not dried egg noodles. I mean, dried spaghetti, it just isn't the same, and dried noodles, the freeze-dried ones that are just, instant noodles, no, and dried egg noodles just aren't the same as the fresh egg noodles that you buy from the supermarket. Maybe it's because I buy them reduced to clear and they're more eggy, but they're tastier. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because they're going over that they're tastier and they cut through the curry sauce, but I like them like that, so maybe they're slightly over eggy, but they're still tasty and edible, and they don't make me sick, but I've got a strong constitution, so, it's not one to say, but yes, so curry sauce with the egg noodles mixed into it, and a bit of meat on the sides, some lettuce perhaps on the sides, because I do with an iceberg lettuce to place all the curry sauce in to make it serve and look nice, and yeah, that is my favourite meal to make, and I tend to freeze a lot of it because I make such an excess amount. You can add some extra spice to it for extra spiciness with some extra chili sauce or Tabasco or whatever sauce you want to add, habanero, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, and you can make your curry from scratch with the spices and all of that, and it doesn't make too much of a difference in the flavour. I mean, it just takes you longer, and the spices are way more expensive than the pre-made bottled sauces. And yeah, you just fry off your vegetables, you chuck your bottle of sauce in, you chuck your fresh egg noodles in, job done. And separate it into portions, freeze them for another time, microwave them a couple of minutes. Nice, convenient microwave meal, way cheaper than buying ready meals or takeaway, convenient takeaway made at home. For nothing, next to nothing in comparison to the prices they charge. And yeah, you get it on the thing as well. So whenever you feel like curry, you've got curry in the freezer. Thanks for watching. Just as for another segment. Because we're going to talk about my favourite external meal. So thanks for watching. See you in a bit. Okay, so my favourite meal in terms of not takeaways, but eating out. So based on memories, because it's how the things go in, it's not necessarily your favourite meal of all time, but your favourite ever meal was a burger at the Bell Hotel, and it was Aberdeen Angus beef burger with tickler cheddar. Obviously, you can buy tickler in the store now, but you couldn't at the time. And I've talked about this on other things, which I'm sure you're aware of if you watch them. But yeah, I mean, that was the nicest burger I've ever had. And yeah, so I mean, I think it was down to the cheddar being on it, but also the Aberdeen Angus beef as well, because you need a decent beef, because a lot of burgers tend to have as much flavour, but the Aberdeen Angus beef was pretty good. And you got to have good chips with it as well, so that definitely made it the nice meal. Also, the company helped. This was written by now X, and yeah, it was just one of the nicest meals, and nice company, having a laugh, and everything was comfortable and how dates are meant to be. But sometimes they don't all go like that. And yeah, so that's my favourite. But I mean, if I'm going to eat out most of the time, I will have Wetherspoons burgers, because you get a drink and a burger for £4 or something, or a beer and a burger for £5. So pretty cheap, and it's convenient. Or other than that, probably Harvester Beefeater steak, because I mean, as long as you get it well done, so that it's really well done on the outside and nice in the middle. You've got to have a decent thick steak. You can't have a stupid thin steak. And with it being well done and very tasty and juicy in the middle, that's the best type of steak. And that's what I would go for if money was no object. But yeah, they're my favourite out meals. And well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.